gray dots under your name, dancing there like a cruel game. Then they vanish, disappear like you were never really here. I type hello, then erase the light. Don't wanna look like I still cry. Seen it and you didn't reply. Left me hanging, wondering why. My phone feels heavier in my hand, like it knows I don't understand. A heart left on red in the middle of the night. Your silence screaming louder than a fight. One blue tick and my tears start to fall. Guess I never meant that much at all. A heart left on red, fading into blue. Every message I send still goes to you. Now I'm just another girl, scrolling through your brand new life, like I was never your someday wife. Did you find someone better than me? Someone who's blind to your cruelty? Or did you just get bored of love and I was never enough? I replay all the words you said, but now they just live in my head. A heart left on red in the middle of the night. Your silence screaming louder than a fight. One blue tick and my tears start to fall. Guess I never meant that much at all. A heart left on red, fading into blue. Every message I send still goes to you. Should delete your number tonight, but it feels like losing one last fight. Maybe tomorrow I'll be brave, but tonight I still behave like you might come back and say my name, like you still care, like things could change. A heart left on red, bleeding in my hands, over promises I don't understand. You were my forever, now you're just a screen that shows me where we used to be. A heart left on red, breaking me instead, but I'll heal even when you left for came into my life like spring, soft colors in everything. I thought the cold was finally gone. I thought a new love had begun. You held my face, you said my name, like it would never fade away. But seasons change, hearts drift apart, and summer left me in the dark. You loved me in the moment's light, but never in the long, dark nights. You were a love that never learned to stay. You only knew the words to say, but when the sky began to fall, you never tried to save us all. You held my heart, then slipped away. A love that never learned to stay. We build our dreams on fragile ground, smiles hide and stronger now today from every tear you made me pay. You lost a heart that would have remained while I learned from every bit of pain. Some loves were never meant to stay, but mine will love again someday. You said forever like it was easy, like it didn't cost a thing. Now all your words are just echoes that don't mean anything. I watched your love change slowly, like autumn losing leaves. Every promise that you gave me fell down slowly at my feet. You swore you would never let me go, but here I am, alone. Broken promises in slow motion, falling like they're made of glass. Every word was sweet devotion, now they're cutting through my past. I'm standing in the ruins of you, with nothing left to hold on to. You held my hands, I felt forever in every breath you take. But love is just so light and fragile, so easy to break. But replay every conversation like a movie I can't end. But there's no happy resolution, just a silence in the end. You faded even while you stayed. That's the cruelest part you played. Broken promises in slow motion, falling like they're made of glass. Every word was sweet devotion, now they're cutting through my past. I'm standing in the ruins of you, with nothing left to hold on to. Was I blind? Was I naive to believe in all your dreams? I built my world around your name. Now I'm the one in flames. Broken promises in slow motion, crashing down on top of me. I gave you all my deep devotion, now I'm learning how to breathe. I will rise up from the blue, even with a heart split in two. Slow motion, slow goodbye. The music's playing soft and low, but there's nobody left to hold. I close my eyes and see your face, still dancing in this empty space. The floor remembers every step, the promises you never kept. I spin along where you once stood, pretending that you still would. In every shadow I can see the version of you loving me. Now I'm dancing alone with your memory, holding it where you used to be. Every turn is a broken scene from night, but I'm only holding candlelight. The mirror shows a different girl, one less sparkle in her world. She used to laugh, to love, to fly. Now she only wonders why the song you love begins to play, and I almost start to fade away. If I dance hard enough, maybe you'll appear, but you're nowhere near. I twirl like you're still in my arms, lost in a love that meant no harm. Now I'm dancing alone with your memory, holding air where you used to be. Every turn is a broken scene from the life we almost lived and dreamed. I whisper stay into the night, but I'm only holding candlelight. If you could see me now, would you remember how you swore you'd never leave this floor, but you walked out the door? The song is ending just like you, and I still don't know what's true. Still dancing alone with your memory, lost in our faded melody. Though your arms will never return, I still dance for the love I burn. One last spin, one last goodbye, dancing with tears in my eyes. Just me and your memory. The room is cold, your jacket's on the chair. It still smells like the nights we used to share. I'm talking to the walls like they might speak, but silence answers back so cold and weak. Your pictures turn face down upon the floor, like it don't wanna look at me anymore. I trace your name in dust upon the door and wonder what I'm waiting for. Every little sound makes me turn around, but it's just the echo of your not around. These are the echoes of a silent goodbye, a love that didn't even try to survive. I scream your name into the midnight air, but only lonely stars are listening there. You left without a word, without a sound. Now all that's left is echoes all around. Your side of the bed is untouched tonight. I still leave the lamp on soft yellow light, like maybe you forgot your way back home. But deep inside I know I'm alone. I read old texts like they're poetry, a love written in a history. Every forever that you said to me just turned into a memory. My heart still beats the rhythm of your name, but your heart's lost in a different gaze. Are the echoes of a silent was I just a chapter, never your love? If you ever hear this broken song, just know I held on way too long. These are the echoes of a silent goodbye, running like tears that I can't deny. If loving you is my only crime, then I'll serve the sentence for all time. You left without a word, without a sound. Now all that's left is echoes all around. I stood behind you in the sun, but your light was for another one. I tried to shine, but I grew cold, living in stories never told. You never saw the tears I cried. I learned how pain likes to hide in a smile that slowly broke, in every silent joke. I lost myself just to stay near, but you never held me here. Now I'm fading in your shadows, living where your light won't go. I was right beside your heart, but I never had a part in the love you didn't choose. Now I'm fading in your shadows view. I wore your name like royalty, but you wore lies so easily. I became what you needed most, then you left me like a ghost. The mirror doesn't know my face, since you left this empty space. I was everything to you, till you found somebody new. I gave you all my light to see. Now there's nothing left in me. Now I'm fading in your shadows, living where your light won't go. I was right beside your heart, but I never had a part in the love you didn't choose. Now I'm fading in your shadows view. In your shadows view. Do you even hear me now, when I say your name out loud? Or am I just a memory of who you used to need? I don't wanna disappear, but you're the reason I'm not here. I'm fading in your shadows, drowning where your sunlight flows. I was yours in every way, till you slowly walked away. If you ever look back and see, just know you faded me. Fading in your shadows. We were made of fragile dreams, crystal hopes and soft moonbeams. One wrong word, one tiny lie, and I heard our future cry. I held your hand like porcelain, afraid to let the real world in. But love made out of fragile art always breaks the deepest heart. I tried to hold it carefully, but it still slipped out of me. Our glass love shattered quietly, no thunder, just a silent plea, falling in 1,000 parts, cutting through our tender hearts. No one heard it hit the ground, just the quiet breaking sound. You smiled while your eyes were cold. I felt the truth but played along. Every kiss was paper thin, every touch a losing sin. I pretended we were strong, but I knew it all along. The love built on fear and doubt could never stand without a shout. We were beautiful, we were doomed, like flowers dying too soon. Our glass love shattered quietly, no thunder, just a silent plea, falling in 1,000 parts, cutting through our tender hearts. No one heard it hit the ground, just the quiet breaking sound. If I could go back once more, I'd close my heart and lock the door. But broken glass reflects the truth. We wasted all our fragile youth. Our glass love shattered quietly, like a song that lost its key. Though the pieces shine like pain, they will never love again. In the silence of the night, I sweep up what we couldn't fight. Quietly, it broke. Rain taps softly on the window pane, like it's praying for my heart again. Your pillow's cold, untouched, unseen, like you were never here with me. I pull the covers to my chin, hold the space you should be in. The clock sits through the same old lies, just me and tears and tired eyes. Every drip outside feels like my heart falling apart, breaking apart. Raindrops on your empty side of the bed, playing the words you never said. Your ghost is heavy beside my chest, a love unfinished, laid to rest. Raindrops crying what I can't explain, washing away what remains. Your laugh still hangs inside this room, like perfume mixed with quiet gloom. I try to sleep but I just stare at the shape that isn't there. All the dreams we used to make, shattered like the glass we break. You said forever in the dark. Now I'm alone with a broken heart. I trade the moon to feel you near, but you disappeared. Oh, raindrops on your empty side of the bed, playing the words you never said. Your ghost is heavy beside my chest, a love unfinished. took the best of me. Raindrops on your empty side of the bed, singing echoes inside my head. I reach for you but touch the air, a lonely heart with no repair. Raindrops falling like mud pain, calling like name again, calling out your name again. I wrote you letters you never read, words I left inside my head. Between the lines, the truth was clear, but you never saw the tears. I kept my pain in perfect rhymes, hidden in those silent lines. Every page was part of me, but you only skimmed, couldn't see. I cried in ink, I bled in blue. Between the words I wrote for you, there were tears between the lines, and every word and every sign. But you just read and turned the page, never saw my hidden pain. I poured my heart in every verse, but loving you just made it worse. You said I never spoke my mind, but you never read between the lines. Every I'm fine was a disguise for the storms behind my eyes. You held the book of who I am, but you never tried to understand. Now all my pages fall apart, scattered pieces of my heart. I write my truth in poetry, but you never looked at me. There were tears between the lines, and every word and every sign. But you just read and turned the page, never saw my hidden pain. I poured my heart in every verse, but loving you just made it worse. Maybe someday some will read every silent, broken plea, and they'll hold the words I write like a heart held tight. But you let the story end before it could begin again. There are tears between the lines, even now, long after time. But I'm learning how to start a new story for my heart. No more falling for the blind, no more tears between the lines. The next page is mine. The night the stars were shining bright, but you wouldn't answer my reply. I watched the clock until it cried, and that's when something in me died. You used to say you're all I need, now silence plants a different seed. I knew it even in the dark, that was the end, not just a spark. When the phone stayed still too long, I knew something had gone wrong. first empty space I once shared with you. That was the night my heart could see you were already leaving me. I wore your shirt, it held your scent, like love confused by what it meant. I laid awake until the sun, pretending you were still the one. Every dream became a lie when you couldn't even try to tell me with your honest voice that leaving me was now your choice. You didn't say goodbye that day, you just quietly